Alright, what's going on, guys? I apologize right from the very get-go right now. I do not have a tripod for my camera anymore. It's broke. It got broken. So you're going to have to deal with a little bit of me holding it like this and somewhat of a out-of-frame face and shaky hand. I apologize for that. But what we're going to do right now is I'm taking my dog right now with me. Diesel. Man, he's going to be covered in mud. Covered in mud. Looks like somebody will be getting a bath today. Basically what we're coming out here to do is I just wanted to try and find a little bit of a spot out here and just have some coffee and talk a little bushcraft, go over some of the gear that I've got, and just kind of get out here for a little bit. The river's up real high, so I'm not really totally sure if I'm going to be able to find any place out there. As you can see, the path So like I said, all I was wanting to do is just try and find a spot just to kind of chill, get away from the wind a little bit, venture off to have some coffee, chit chat a little bit with everyone. It's been a while since I've shot a video, and just wanted to get out and enjoy some time in the woods. What are you looking at, dude? What are you doing? Diesel. He's part lab, part beagle. And that little schnoz of his gets going when he starts finding rabbits and squirrels, and he just can't hardly contain himself. So I'm assuming that's probably kind of what he's smelling a little bit of right now, is just being out here and smelling all the different smells. When he was a puppy, I used to take squirrels and rabbits that I would kill and bring them back and play with him with them. And he would always chase him down in the yard and stuff, so he's just got that in him. Well, to be honest, I think right over here looks like a good spot. Looks like some flat ground, and the wind's dead right here, so let's go check it out. I knew from the get-go I'd probably be covered in absolute mud from head to toe because Sit down. Sit down. You're covered, dude. You're covered. The river, the snow right now is starting to thaw out, and I knew the river would come up, and I knew everything would be flooded out real bad. So the only thing I didn't realize was when I picked up my tripod was broken. So I'll be going to Walmart today and buying a new one. This is just a little cheap one anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, let's go over. Oh yeah, brought some high flex gloves just to use out here for now, more or less just because everything's kind of just real nasty from thawing out from the winter, and I don't want to be any dirtier than really I need to get. Not a lot of the wood I'm handling is really like sappy or anything. It's just I don't want to get absolutely sacked with mud. So just to kind of go over real quick, I have this chair I'm using right now. It is a Moon Lence, or Lence, Lence. It's just a really easy camp chair. It's really nice. I love this thing. I have another one kind of similar to it. I actually have this chair in a different chair's bag, made by Luch Alpine? Alprine? I don't know. You take a guess on the names, man. I don't really care about brands and stuff. I just, whatever's cheap. I usually buy cheap stuff. Most of the stuff anyway is pretty cheap. This bag's not really that cheap, but this is the bag I'm using today, which is completely overkill. Stand up. Like I said, that's the bag I'm using today. That's a 511 72-hour bag. That is way overkill for just a little daily bag. The Maxpedition bag that's next to it's a camera bag, which is this bag right here. It's just flips open, has a strap on it. I use that as a camera bag most of the time, and it works really nice. It's not really designed for that. It's more of a concealed carry bag, but I don't use it for that, so that's kind of the combination of stuff I have right now. I have all of this on an AquaQuest tarp. It's camo tarp. I think it's a 10 by 6 tarp, so it's not really huge, but it's about big enough for me to put a hammock underneath or one of my tents that I sleep in, or just to stand on like I'm doing right now to kind of keep from getting dirty. So there's just a quick rundown of the bags that I got. I've got a percolator to make coffee in. I have coffee in this can. It's just a cheap thing from Walmart. Another cheap cup from Walmart. And then I have my Bushcraft Essentials cooking stove, which I've used twice. I love this thing. It's freaking awesome. Works great. Easy to put together. Literally just unfolds like this, and you're done. That's it. This is I think this is the extra large, or this is the biggest one that they make, basically. This folds open right there, and you got these two other pieces that sit across the top of it. And then with those, see? Okay. With those up there, that means this can sit on top of it real easy. So I'm gonna go find a little spot. I brought one of my knives with me. I probably won't even use it, but just for the sake of shots, this is the knife I use. It's a Bob, brother of Bushcraft. Love this knife. It's seen its time. I need to clean it up a little bit. Got a little rusty down there. Shouldn't really let my knife get like that, to be honest. That's bad of me to do that. But that's my knife. I like this knife because right here in the handle, put it away before I stab myself, right here built into the handle is a bow drill divot. So if you want to do a bow drill, your knife is, capable of, pushing your hand down on top of the piece while you're trying to drill it. I also did bring a grill, which I don't need this. I just thought maybe I could set it on top of the stove. Just a little cooking stove, or cooking grill. I've used it a couple of times too. Actually quite a few times, really. I've used that stove more than a couple times now that I think about it. I think I've used it maybe about 5 or 6 times. It's just kind of a nice little thing. A lot of times when I'm out in the woods and stuff like that, I'll have a campfire and kind of just prop stuff up on logs. The camp stove's kind of like a one-man thing if I'm out there by myself. So I've got to gather up some sticks, get this fire started inside here, and then get to drink some coffee. Yum yum. Start percolating. Oh, you may ask, how are you going to do coffee without water, right? Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Heavy Cover Canteen to the rescue. Got the nesting cup inside here. I don't have the lid on that goes on top. That's in one of my other backpacks. I didn't really feel the need to bring it, even though you can make water boil a little bit quicker by putting the lid on top of it. I don't really plan on, I don't have water to boil in that. I got this percolator. Also, this percolator, if you look at the top up here, is all melted. Isn't that neat? If you watch one of the videos that I have, you can see me melt this into the little chunks that it is now. It actually sealed itself up, so I'm going to try using it again and some extra coffee in there. Yum. I'm going to try using it again, see if it still works. I think I used it one other time after I burnt the top of that thing off. It is not designed to be put directly on top of a campfire, dirt, obviously, because it has a rubber handle and it has that plastic top, so if any kind of coals or anything fall down on top of it, it'll melt it. Who would have guessed, right? Alright. Got a quick fire still, probably one of my favorite ones. Uberleben. I think that's what this brand name's called. It's German, I do believe. Focus. Alright. These things are freaking awesome. Globs and globs of sparks. So, alright, I'm going to quit mouthing off. I'm going to go get some... Oh yeah, I keep a little Altoids tin right here. And I fill the Altoids tin with some fire flints, just to help get the fire started quicker. So I'm not trying to survive out here. I'm just trying to have a good time. So, all right, let's go find some wood. All right, now you can see it a little better. Basically, all this takes is just a little bit of wood to get a fire started, which is great. Twigs, you know, that's why they call them twig stoves, right? Just start shoving it full of twigs. This video is kind of more like an impromptu video, really, because I wasn't anticipating on doing it. Didn't think I was gonna even have time to do it. The weather hasn't been very cooperative with me. Some of the videos that you've seen of me are mainly fishing videos, so I kind of felt like I owed it to everyone after saying that I was gonna do a bunch of outdoor stuff. I didn't. I did do a video with my son, however, when I tried to edit that, it didn't want to edit. It kept telling me that my SD card that I was using wasn't formatted correctly or something. So I ended up having to scratch that video. It's more or less just like a home video now. Kind of something for me and him to watch. Not edited or put together, obviously. So we had a ton of fun. We stayed overnight at a campsite and he absolutely loved it. We hiked in, I think it was about 3 miles, maybe more, maybe about 5 miles roughly, and just had tons of fun. It was an experience. I'm glad I got to do it with him. See if I can get get one more. Got these fire starters are really nice. Just a matter of getting it to catch. There we go. That should start getting most of that going. Like I said, we had a lot of fun when we did the video. He and I camped out. It was so much fun. We went swimming. It's a pretty nice little, it's a backpacking trail actually. And see if I can get that in there better. It's a backpacking trail that I've done on my own lots of times. What do you think, Muddy Dog? Huh? What do you think, Bobs? Sit down. You want to sit down? Huh? It's too much going on? Oh, bud, it went out. Come on, move. Stop. I was kind of hoping this would go really easy to get started, but I may actually have to make a couple of feather sticks in order to get it going real good. Alright, now that I got some feather shavings and curls and stuff in there, that might actually help us a little bit here, get things rolling. Yay, got it started. That'll be fun to edit all that out. You know what, I probably won't even edit it. You guys can watch me struggle to make this. It'll be funny. I did poke a hole in my tarp. That's pretty cool. I've had this tarp forever, used it a bunch of times, and have never had anything like that happen, and I poked a hole in it. Looks like I did it with my knife because it's a nice clean cut. So, that sucks. Maybe today wasn't my day to be out in the woods, huh? And don't say anything about, because I'm wearing a Green Bay Packers cap or a beanie. That has nothing to do with it. Green Bay's the best. I'm pretty upset at myself for poking a hole in my tarp though, man. That sucks. This is a really good tarp. I'll have to go buy something to patch it with now. Never had a hole in it. It's a thick tarp too. It's hard to poke a hole in it actually. Live and learn, I guess, right? As they would say. Got the fire going good now. fire's going nice. I'll just keep adding twigs to that. I have like a little pile right here. I'm gonna go get some more, so that way it makes it easy on me. But it's going good. All right. Make sure I don't lose anything. That'll be the next best thing for me to have happen, right? Lose all my stuff. I do apologize for the quality of this video, man. It really stinks. I did bring a hammock with me. I made chillax in a hammock. Got my schmog. In case it started to get real cold, you wear it as a scarf. Poor tarp. I'm sorry, tarp. So I'm kind of just walking around, grabbing little sticks of stuff. There's a whole plethora of it out here, really. You got spots like this. Just literally walk up and grab that stick right there. As dead as dead can be. And just keep feeding this fire. You got her on. So you just feed sticks into it right there in the front. And then just keep the fire going. Pretty swift, pretty cool. Pretty sweet. Speaking of keeping it going, I'm gonna go add some more to it right now. Actually, using this gets stuff boiling really quick because you're so close to the heat source, and it's real easy to keep adding fuel to it. It doesn't take much. Most of the sticks that you can put inside of it aren't really that big, so they're pretty easy to come by. Just kind of stick them in wherever you can. Neediest dog in the world right here. Aren't you? I have to be petted all the time. I have to have attention. It's like having a baby. It's okay, I still love him. He's gonna get a bath today after all this. Playing out here in the woods. Clean my cup. It's got ash in it. So everything's covered in mud. That's good. Got that done. Glad that's out of the way. You guys hear that? I think that's a duck or a goose. Man, this no tripod thing is just not working for me. You guys hear those geese? Going to town, buddy. Angry at someone. Probably a squirrel. Probably a squirrel making them mad. I'm just gonna sit here and take the smoke. I was trying to move around, but it ain't working for me. This whole no tripod thing sucks. Did I say this no tripod thing sucks and I put a hole in my tarp? Okay. This will be the next thing right here to screw me up. It'll be the stick. Knocking my coffee over. Go, Diesel. Move it or lose it. Breaking sticks. Breaking sticks, yo. So, let's touch base a little bit with me. God, my dog is covered in mud, man. He's having a good time though. I like taking him out here. Even though it's a lot of work. It is a lot of work sometimes to come out here and just do little things like this. I guess it's kind of my, well, it's not really my fault, but it was my choice to come out here during, you know, the thaw and everything thawing out and being soaking wet, so that's kind of my thing. But hey, my tarp bag's over there, don't let me forget it, okay? See if I forget it before the video's over with. How's that sound? So my thing, what is my thing? Why this channel? Why does this channel exist? I think it exists because I'm a pretty big fan of the outdoors. I really like being out here. Even though a lot of times it doesn't always go my way, it seems, or in my favor, like the smoke right now. However, I just enjoy it. I enjoy coming out here and just tinkering around. I enjoy having a decent day like today. The sun's out a little bit. It's not super warm, but it's not super cold either, so that's pretty sweet. And I enjoy coffee. So, put all those together. Now the channel exists because I just like making outdoor videos. Maybe I'll be someone that you watch and inspired to get out there and enjoy the outdoors yourself. It's kind of mainly what all this is for, just kind of goofing around, really, to start, and then it's kind of an inspirational thing too. I want other people to see this. Like I watch Scrambled O and Joe Robinette, like Dave Meir. I watch those guys, and when I watch them, I'm like, man, it makes me want to get out in the woods right now and like just go hang out for a minute. Just kind of just chill out here and have a good time. So that's what I'm doing. Just out here goofing around with my dog. Just a dude and his dog goofing around, having a good time, making some coffee, talking about stuff. But I see old Joe, he's repping over 1 million subs now, which is freaking awesome. And I see Mr. Scramby Doe finally got back into the juice of things, which is pretty cool. I like watching him. I like watching a lot of different stuff. I mean, I enjoy YouTube probably more than I do like normal cable TV. Which, I mean, I have like, you know, DirecTV and I can watch whatever, I guess. I just kind of choose not to. I should get like a smart TV so that I can, or an Xbox or something, or a PlayStation, so that I can just hook up and watch like Netflix and YouTube on TV. Or just hook it up through my computer, my laptop, I guess. Could do that. But that's pretty much why. I mean, I got the channel because it's fun. It started off as a lot of fishing stuff, which is pretty sweet. I like to fish. I actually love to fish. I've been doing that since I was like a little kid, man. My grandpa loved to fish, and he'd always take me fishing and stuff like that, or they'd let me, my mom and dad, you know, we'd go up to our lake place. We had a lake place in Michigan, and we'd go up there like every single weekend. And it's something I wanted to get. Ooh, my coffee's starting to percolate. It's kind of something I wanted to get my kids involved in and take them out and do fun stuff like that with them. So that's why you see some of the videos, you'll see my kids in them. They're out there fishing. My son, I could put a bunch of stills up here on this video and show you some pictures of the fish that my son caught. Maybe I will. So if you see those, they will be coming sometime about right now. And that's both kids. Both kids are pretty cool to the outside groove. But they have their own individual likes too and dislikes. You know, we don't just live out here. Sometimes I wish we did. 'Cause I enjoy the outdoors a lot. I could build a log cabin somewhere and just make videos outside next to the woods that I own. That'd be pretty sweet. Unfortunately, I don't own any woods, and I'm not really that close to any of them, so sometimes, not saying that this is one of those times, I'll kind of just go out to like a park trail and kind of wander off into the woods and just make little videos about drinking coffee and why I have YouTube channels. One of the ones that I've got on my channel is of a canoe trip that me and a buddy took. It was a lot of fun. It was pretty cool. His dad actually just recently passed away. I was pretty bummed about that. His dad was a really cool guy. Really liked him. He was really nice. Always helped us with our canoe, getting us to and from places, dropping us off somewhere and then picking us up the next day or something. I got other people that I take with or go out and do stuff with too. Like I said, I took my son on a trip here not too long ago, and we had a ton of fun. It's called the Blood Root Trail. It's maybe about an hour drive away from my home, and it's tons of fun. It's a nice trail. It's backpacking friendly. You can actually camp. They have six or seven sites now, pretty much, where you can actually go in and backpack in and camp out on a backpacking trip. Those almost seem like they're few and far between anymore. Or at least in this area, there's not very many places that you can do that. At least not parks anyway. I guess if you had your own woods, you could do that pretty simply, pretty easily. That's why, unfortunately, on this channel, you don't get to see. If I owned my own woods, man, I'd be posting videos left and right, non-stop. I just don't have. And it's not really necessarily that I have to own a woods. I just need to have a woods to go to. So that's why you see a lot of fishing videos, because I do have a lot of different places to go fish, which those are pretty cool. I mean, there's a lot of neat fishing channels. Like I watch Flair and the Guggen Squad. They're pretty neat guys. Some of my videos have been monetized, which sucks, but it doesn't really matter, because I mean, I'm not really here to make money. I just think it's fun to go shoot videos out in the woods. or go fishing, or go canoeing or kayaking or something like that, or just camping in general. So hence the reason for why you see a variety of things on the channel. Primarily just the fishing right now though, because I haven't had a whole lot of time with things going on to do a lot of the backpacking and camping stuff. What, Bobs? He's covered in mud. He loves being out here though. I mean, it's just something he really likes. I don't know if probably because he's always cooped up inside all the time. Not necessarily cooped up all the time, but just like during the winter time, you know, it's hard for us to let him out and get him out and stuff like that. We live on a decent little piece of property, 1.25 acres, so he does have a pretty big yard to run around in and stuff. Just not like get out in the woods type stuff. We have a woods that's kind of behind our house a little bit. There's a field in between it. I had to go up and ask him if they'd let me out there sometime and go camping and stuff like that. I could take my dog and my kids with me and stuff. Maybe that's something I'll remedy this year. Alright, let's check this out. What do you guys think? It's actually working. Even though that's all melted, it's still working. So that's good. And there's that spot right there in the front. It's where I feed all the sticks. So, for example, if I can do this with the camera on my lap, just put the stick in here. I'm getting larger sticks to put in right now, that way I don't have to keep getting up and moving around. Hear those? Oh, you can't see them. Can you? Those look like, what do you call them, cranes? Well, at least that's what I called them, a crane. That's kind of what they looked like. I'm not really totally sure what that was, but that's pretty cool. I ran into bald eagles out here before. Are you in the shot now? Is this your video? Is this the diesel video? You're yawning? Tired? Chilling. Man, not having a tripod sucks. Did I mention I put a hole in my tarp? Right in it. Right in the old tarparoonie. Here, you guys want to take a look at it? Who does that, man? It's a slit, too. So it was either from like the end of the feather stick that I was making. It kind of came to a point. I may have accidentally shoved it into the tarp, but I bet anything it came from my knife. I bet just about anything. It definitely came from the end of my knife. Okay, Sarah, right? Or something like that. Alright, well, coffee's almost done. Hopefully that's not melting the handle back there. I didn't look at that. Probably should have checked. But it's not. It's okay. Take a look around here. It's just, the river is just overflowed everywhere. It's just watered. There's like a trail that follows out here, and I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of right there where all that snow starts, and that trail takes you all the way around, and it's like a big it's a big path. A lot of people use it during the summertime to walk and jog. There's my little niche, my little nook. I literally did not walk very far in here at all to do this, so I was kind of worried that maybe somebody would come out here, but then I thought, who would be crazy enough to come out here right now? Just me. Just me and my dog. Not that I don't think anybody would really give me too much flack, because all I'm doing is making coffee, so. There's my chair, my bag. Mr. Diesel. Huh? Who's you good boy? You good boy? You're dirty, man. I wonder what Mom's gonna say. I'm gonna have you all cleaned up, though. It is just a total slaunchy mess out here. Speaking of slaunches, you guys watch Melican fishing at all? I like watching him. He's pretty cool. MFers. All you MFers out there. Like I said, I watch a lot of YouTube, so my my input into TV and stuff like that doesn't go very far. I do watch football. That'd be about the only thing, I guess, TV-wise that I watch on actual TV. I could watch YouTube on TV if I so desired, but I think this coffee's about done, so I'm going to go ahead and get some Joe down the old throat. I'm going to pick this up. Don't want to lose the bag. And this tarp's like the smallest one I think they make. They may actually make a little smaller one. I don't think they do, though. I think this is the smallest one they make. Diesel. I know you heard that other dog. But I love this tarp, man. There's so many different toggles and tie-offs here. Like, each corner's got a nice tie-on area like this. And it is super heavy duty, man. Like, super heavy duty. And then all the way down the middle, there's toggles. I seen old Joe, Mr. Joe Robinette, AquaQuest gave him like a 20 by 20 tarp or something on one of his 10 days alone in the wild or something. Gave him that tarp. That's crazy, man. That tarp's huge. I have a 12 by 12 Chill Gorilla tarp, which is pretty big, but it's not like an industrial size or industrial, like, I don't know how to say it, like the material that it is. It's ripstop nylon, I think, or ripstop type material. I don't know if it's nylon, but it's got that ripstop pattern on it. This stuff here is just like a real thick, kind of like canvas almost, and it's freaking sweet. Like, I love this tarp. It's just a really good ground tarp to use. I probably should find something cheaper and crappier to use for a ground tarp, since I poked a hole in this one. So frustrated about that. That way I don't ruin this thing and I can keep using it as a shelter tarp, because it does work really good as a shelter tarp when it doesn't have holes in it. So, alright, sounds like coffee's about done, or I'm gonna say it's done. So let's get some cup of Joe. Get a cup of Joe Robinette. It'd be funny if Joe Robinette ever actually watched any of my videos. I was like, this dude's stalking me. No, I just like your videos, man. They're cool. Alright, coffee's all done, so I'm gonna pour us a cup. Yum. So two things. One, this is a metal cup, so obviously it's gonna get hot right away. Oh, why don't I have a tripod? It sucks. I'm gonna put my cup of Joe down. I'm gonna put out this Twig stove real quick without burning my hands. See how warm the coffee is. Extremely. Give that a minute to cool off. So there's the stove. Bushcraft Essentials, Germany. Germans always make all the good stuff. You know, like Ransford's Brooks axes and stuff and hatchets. Those are freaking sweet. And then as far as this goes, I literally just hold it upside down. The inside of it folds in, which you guys can't see very well. And then the other bottom half folds in. And then it folds in on itself. Look at that. Super easy. And then the two pieces that sit on top, these two metal pieces, you can just situate those right in between it, and it's all packed up, good to go. Put it back inside of its bag. I'm trying to let my coffee cool a little bit here. I'm gonna pack up this tarp real quick too and get it put away, and then we can just kind of walk around and chit chat for a little bit or something. What are you doing? What are you doing? Look at his ears. What are you doing? Is there a squirrel? You see a squirrel? He's like, what? There's a squirrel? Dad, there's a squirrel over here? There's a squirrel over here? Huh? Where's there a squirrel at? Is it in the trees? Up there? Is he up there? No, there's no squirrels. Come on, hey. Diesel. Hey. He gets so worked up over squirrels. He's like, I gotta get them all, Dad. I gotta get all the squirrels. I'm gonna eat them. Catch them. Well, coffee's done. No tripod. It's wicked hot. I think I just burned my mouth off into the fiery pits of Satan. Yep, all taste buds are gone now. I should make dinner interesting. Come on. Alright, well, I think this video's kind of drug on long enough. It's basically just been me chit-chatting and you guys kind of watching my dog run around and me talk, so. But it's been fun. I mean, a little cup of coffee. Burn your mouth off in the fiery flames of Hell's Kitchen with some coffee. But I think this is gonna be it. Let's wrap it up here. We'll make this the end of it. Ooh, all the grains are down here. It's like cowboy coffee. All them grains. Them grains, boy. Look at them grains. Scrambied. Old scramby doughs. I hope you don't mind me calling you that, scrambled dough. Scramby dough. That's what my kids call eggs, scrambies. Scrambies? What's some scrambies? I think that's how he does his intros, kind of like that. Anyway, I am my own master. I'm not scrambled dough, so I won't go too ham on it, folks. I like his videos. They're cool. I like a lot. Doug Outside. I don't know if I mentioned him. Doug Outside. My Self-Reliance. Awesome. A lot of those guys are just, I like watching them. They inspire me, and hopefully I'll inspire others. So, all right, we are done with this and we're gonna get out of here before, looks like all the Amish dogs are gonna come running back here now, maybe, I don't know. And another thing is, we're gonna go pick up a tripod. Alright, you guys stay classy. Have a good time. If you do like the videos, that maybe not particularly this one, but if you do like the videos, hit a like, subscribe, put the notifications on if you want to, or whatever. I'm not really gonna push too hard on it. Like I said, I've been monetized like I don't know how many different times for my videos because I have like music on there, and apparently I can't have music on my videos, or if it may be a royalty paid song or royalty or copyrighted song. So I try and find music that's free that I can use, and I don't hit that monetization because I don't want to rip somebody off of their own hard work that they put into something. So I think that's why I'm just going to kind of stray away from putting up any music on anything. Or you're just going to keep hearing the same song over and over again on every video. So, alright guys, well, thanks for tuning in to The Legend Outdoors. I will see you on the next video. Peace.